Good morning. So as you're getting older, it's really important to stay in shape. So today I'll be doing some running boards. So as you can see, my running boards are not in the best of condition, and they are sitting about 1.5 1.75 inches lower than they should. As you can see from there, they're supposed to be up there, and that one is just a disaster. Now I do have 4 in total, 2 in each side. I've got a couple of spares from Ted, so I am going to cobble together a nice pair of running boards, and I'll probably coat them in stone guard, rhino guard, whatever it is. For now, I think they're supposed to have a chrome strip that goes along there, but I'll deal with that later. So for now, I'm going to take the fenders off, give me better access to see what we've got to play with. So these are the 2 running boards I've got for the left hand side of the car. That's the one I got with the car. It's got a crack there and the front fell off. Maybe I broke it off, but it's off. And this is the spare one I've got, and as you can see, that requires a lot more work than the one I have. So I'm thinking I'll probably use that one and find the end piece, or chop this piece off, weld it onto the end there. Let's have a look at the other side. So on this side, this one is actually in better condition than the one that came with the car. However, as you can see, it's a totally different design. Now, if I was to cover the other side with that sort of matting, then you wouldn't really notice. I'm more inclined to do that because this is in much better shape. As you can see, I think this is probably an aftermarket job because it doesn't have the sort of curves that the original has. But you're never going to see both sides of the car at the same time, so I'm not too bothered about it matching. Okay, let me show you my plan for raising. So these big brackets are riveted and welded on to the frame itself. It would be an absolute nightmare to get them off and move them up. So here's my thoughts. That height is okay. That's actually the same height as some of the diff bracketry stuff at the back, so I don't really have a problem with that. And part of the reason is, part of the reason I want to raise the boards is to bring it up, obviously, to be level, but also so that I can raise the exhaust, because that is quite low. So here's my plan. Instead of moving these brackets up, let's add some more steel. These are about 1.5 inches tubes, and it's about 1.5 inches I want it to be raised, so let's see if it works. 2 of them. This also makes the board stronger, it's not going to flex. So that is near perfect. So I think that's going to be the plan. And now you can see how much more I can raise the exhaust up. So all I need to do with those tubes is obviously trim them to the right length, and then basically attach them to the brackets that are bolted to the frame. Easy. Right, so as you can see there, the height is much better. Not quite sure why that's sloping down the way in there. Yeah, I think it's just that the floorboard's a bit twisted. Once that's bolted on, it'll be fine. I can always shim up the underside of the boards on those tubes. Right, next then, let's get these boards off, clean them up, and decide what we're going to do with the paint or matting. Right, I've got some bashing to do. Now, as you can see, that's bent away down. So that needs bent back up the way. This bit needs welded. I'm probably going to have to cut off this little support if I'm putting those tubes underneath, because they're going to run all the way down there. One down there, one down there. Yeah, probably from that point to that point, up to this point here. So yeah, I'll chop these off, bend it back into shape, weld it up. Not sure what I'm going to do about cleaning it all, because these are kind of done anyway, and it would be stupid to spend so much time cleaning up the underside. I could just put on some of that anti-rust spray stuff, wait for that to dry, and then just cover it in bed liner or stone guard, whatever it is. Let's see how good we can make this look. Let's see how it's looking so far. Oh yes. Do the jump test. I need to bolt stuff down so it doesn't rattle. The board isn't making a noise, it's making. Apart from there. Right, now I need to figure out how I'm going to attach those beams and cut them to size. Right, while I'm waiting, while I'm doing the beams for the running boards, I might as well paint these, let them bake in the sun. So I'm going to do the underside just with some black rust paint. I don't care enough to make it look pretty down there. And hopefully I'll get brand new ones next year, or at least much better condition ones. So I'll do the underside with some black rust paint. On the top side I'll use the rust converter and then the stone guard stuff, because the top is going to have water sitting on it all the time. At least the underside, the water can kind of drip off. So don't worry, I know what I'm doing, just not doing it very well. Ow! Right, my holes are drilled in my cross beam things, and the running board's painted, so let's see if we can throw it all together. That one goes there. That one goes there. Don't worry about the shape, it's not supposed to be parallel because the running boards are more sort of triangular. It's a little bit wet. It's going quite there. Well, it looks a bit weird at the moment, but I've got plans to make it look less weird. Let me throw the front fender on. So the fit is good, okay? The fit is good. This fender isn't bolted up to anything, so it'll actually sit a bit there. So that line's good. The height's good. The back's good. Plenty of room for the exhaust to come up a bit. Just not overly happy with the black look. However, how's this for a plan? How about if I get a bit of aluminium checker plate to go kind of curve it round there, all the way down to there, and curve it round there a little bit, and then it'll just break up the black, and I'll have a nice bit of silver in this area. I think that's what I'll do, or some sort of silvery plate to put over the top. Looks a lot better than rusty brown with holes though, and as I say, the height's better. Once this fender's bolted up, it will come back a wee bit. You can see there's a gap, but that's because it's only attached to the radiator at the moment, and the radiator needs to come back an inch or so. Overall, I think I'm happy. Got to use my imagination here to make it look nice though. I better throw the other side together. I'm just going to use this one. See if I can take this pad off for now, because it's a bit of a mess. And then just do the same procedure. And the gardeners are back, making all that noise. Such a lovely day. Oh well, back shortly. Okay, passenger side is all painted. And my beams are ready, drilled, ready to go. So while that's waiting to dry, how about I have a wee break, cup of coffee, and do some unboxing of my latest deliveries. So I had to buy some bits and bobs so that we can proceed with the project. However, I don't remember buying this much. Right, in bag number 1. A gigantic box of electrical connectors of various shapes and sizes. Essential. Let's see what's in this large box. Don't remember this one. And in this gigantic box is more electrical connectors. Wow. Oh wait, there's something else. Ah, okay. I'm not even going to tell you what this is, I'm just going to show you. Tomorrow's project. Tune in for that, that's going to be interesting. Still, didn't have to be in such a big box. Okay, this one actually came last night, and it's not something that I bought. It's something that Cameron bought for me, which is just insane because he already bought me my panel pins, but he bought me more stuff because he's such a nice guy. We have a set of inline fuses. I think they're rated up to 30 amp, quite thick wires, so they'll do where I can't wire it to the fuse box. Quite a thick wire, so heavy duty stuff. Obviously I don't need all of these, but I'll use them eventually, so thanks Cam. And this is actually really awesome. It was a set of the spark plug wire brackets that go along the rocker covers, the valve covers, sorry. It's a guy working on something across the road. It's really inconvenient. So they're fantastic. Thanks Cameron. Really just, honestly you can stop now. Seriously, stop sending me. Stop sending me stuff. It's embarrassing. Nah, I'm only joking. It's really, really appreciated. Right, and finally, I don't know what this is. Oh right, okay. This arrived really fast. I should have been using this today. This is a respirator that I obviously have to assemble. And this is from Randy Doolittle, who wanted to get me something which was really nice, and this is actually one of the best gifts anyone sent because it's kind of going to save my life. Future projects, so these will go on there, and it's got spare filters. Fantastic. So I will use that next time I'm grinding or painting. Thanks Randy, that's fantastic. Oh goodness, I am so blessed to have the best subscribers on YouTube. I'll be able to retire soon. Right, let's see if the paint's dry. Right, let's cobble this together. Done. Right, let's have a look at the finished product. Definitely needs a bit of silver trim of some description, don't you think? It's just the only black thing on the car. This board actually came up really quite nice. But the height's much better. I've got room for the exhaust to go up. So let's not get too hung up on the looks at the moment. It's functionality for today. So I'm thinking, what am I thinking? I'm thinking I need some ideas from you guys. What do you think? A section of checker plate, just some chrome trim, or not so much chrome, but you know, stainless steel trim, because it's just too black compared to the rest of the car. So I'll let you guys have a wee think about that and leave some comments. Let me know what you think I should do. Bit of a downer actually, because I was expecting it to be much nicer with the contrast, but too much contrast. Oh well, you can't win them all, I guess. Right, tomorrow I think I'll have a fairly easy day, nothing too structural. I think I want to fit some of the parts that you guys have been sending me, rather than them sitting in the garage, potentially getting lost. So, oh, and also that yellow thing. I'll show you what that's all about tomorrow as well. Alright, well, thanks for tuning in. It's just another thing to score off the list. Everything can be improved upon, including my fat belly. Next year. Right, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for tuning in again, and please subscribe. Bye bye guys.